to see what's going on in the energy today. How you guys doing? You doing okay? I hope that you are. Listen, whenever you click on this message, it's meant for you to hear. You guys know I do a little primping right before I get started, but you'll get used to that. Okay. They may be able to copy the formula, but they can't copy the frequency. Okay. And I've been encouraging you guys here to understand the importance of understanding who you are, um, understanding who you are, and what you bring to this universe, to the marketplace. It cannot be duplicated. It can't be copied. Okay. You are one of a kind. What you do, how you do what you do, and what you put out there is one of a kind. Okay. So we're going to tap into this energy. I want to talk about what your frequency is, like what is it that makes you unique, and why people are so intrigued with you, meddling with you, copying you, always up in your business. Okay. Don't have no business of their own. Let's see what's going on. Tap in. How's everybody doing? I hope this message finds you in amazing health, high vibrational, full of love, light. Okay. Feeling good, of course. Okay. Taking care of yourself, loving on yourself, and being your best self. You're welcome here. You have a safe space here. Okay. Hey, let's tap in and see what we have going on. They can copy the formula, but not the frequency. Okay. Hey, Roro. They can copy the formula, but not the frequency. It's something about that. It's something significant about that when it comes to you. Let's tap in. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors of the highest white light. Please allow me to channel only the messages of the highest white light. Anything not of the highest white light, please close and shut that door respectfully. Archangel Michael, please protect my energy, the energy of my loved ones, and those that are viewing this message now or in the future. Let's go ahead and tap in. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Thank you guys for asking. All right, listen, do me a favor. Share this live, okay? Make sure that you guys are liking it up, commenting, and hype the video up so these messages can get to people who need further clarification, okay? Enlightenment, okay? I just heard identification, okay? I don't know what that's about. I just heard identification. Identification. So that could be significant to somebody. I'm not sure. We'll see how that comes out. But yeah, I heard identification because I was gonna say share this live to. I was saying share this live to people who may need clarity and enlightenment. But Spirit said identification. So there could be some people that's studying, struggling. Okay, this keeps coming out. I was gonna say struggling with their identity, but Spirit is saying studying your identity. They studying you, how you do things, your identification. But Spirit said they need an identification. Okay, so share this live. All right, repost this live because somebody here, they need some identification. Not your identification, timeless. They need their own identification. Okay, they need their own identity. That's what Spirit said because I sure was trying to say something else here. All right. No, it's not about the formula, it's the frequency. Okay. It's not about the formula, it's the frequency. Because I was just talking about that yesterday. People give formulas out every day. People have formulas every day. Coaches, consultants, counselors, all of them sell formulas, methods, right? Methods on how to do something. Even when you're coaching how to go viral or how to build a platform, okay? People have formulas all day long. Mathematics is a formula, you understand? But the frequency is a formula too, you understand? If you think about somebody's frequency, that is their formula, right? And it's made up in their DNA. So everybody has their own identified frequency, okay? And I was saying yesterday on another reading on another platform that a formula does not work for everybody. That's the thing, right? Coaches sell you a method. Coaches sell you a formula. But for the collective and the chosen, those formulas do not work because you are your own formula. When you were born into this universe, you came with your own frequency, your own DNA, your own activation, and it doesn't work for everybody else. That's why some people can buy into something and get a formula that works for them, but it don't work for you. You are your own frequency. You are your own formula. And if a lot of more people tapped into that aspects of themselves, they wouldn't need to copy nobody. They wouldn't need to troll nobody to sit up here and see how other people was doing shit or how other people was trying to. They wouldn't need it. Okay. All right. Let's get into this reading. Let's see what Spirit is saying today for you guys. Period. All right. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. Period. Retreat, rest, and be held. Periods. Period. I be trying to encourage people to get held, get touched. So you could be replenished, revitalized, rejuvenated here. Whoever I'm talking to, that could be the energy here. Okay. You could be being touched, being held, or you could be guided to do this here. This could be something you are guided or about to go into here. Let me see. I'm a meddle here a little bit. I want to meddle a little bit with this deep replenishment because it sounds exciting. I know I need a replenishment. Respectfully. And I know I'm on my way to get replenished. Respectfully. Period. Retreat, rest, be held. Okay. I feel like that's the guidance for somebody here. I be trying to tell people, won't you rest? Won't you get replenished? Won't you get held? Won't you get touched? You know what I'm saying? And here it is out here. So this may be your guidance here for some of you here. It's time for you to be deeply replenished. And when you think about replenishment, it takes somebody to know how to pour into you, right? How to pour into you, because the collective needs pouring into too. The collective needs to be held too. The collective needs to be loved on too, respectfully. Let's see. What's the tea on this deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held, period? What's this? What's this about, Spirit? Please, thank you. Look at that. Yeah, because a lot of y'all be dealing with thieves, time, energy, and or money. People that love soaking up your energy because you have abundant energy. Okay, people love being in your energy. Okay, that's what I'm getting. There's a thief here. This is why you need replenishment. If you want to be honest here, there has been people here who have been taking advantage of your energy here. That's what I'm feeling like with the thief energy here. Look, romantic lovers. Yeah, I was just saying this yesterday in a reading. People that do not know how to pour into you, people that do not pour back into you, whether they know it or not, they are thieves. I'm telling you, divination abusers, they literally are. When you're not being replenished, when you're not being sold back into, when it comes to your romantic connections, yeah, spirit is identifying them as a thief, stealing time, energy, and or money. You're giving nothing back in return, and that gets draining. So whoever you are here, you could be in a connection, you could be with somebody here, and spirit is saying they're a thief, and you need to be replenished. You need to be deeply replenished because you sitting around somebody here. You're this person's secret fix. They come to you, they get this good energy from you, but they're a thief, stealing time, energy, and or money. Divination abuser, fake flexing, acts rich. Okay, they're stealing your creativity, whether they know it or not. Whether they know it or not, somebody may not even know that they're an energy thief, an energy vampire. You know what I'm saying? Coming around you, they get this energy poured out into them, but they give you back nothing in return. Spirit said it's time for you to retreat. Pull your energy back from this person because it's time for you to be replenished. Okay, I feel like you're getting permission here. Whoever you could be getting guided to step back. Yeah. Go ahead and step back because you need to be replenished. You need to be poured into, and this person can't do it because they're a thief, energy thief. They don't know how to pour into you. They're not pouring into you. I don't know what this is. Let me see. Let me get some tarot here. I'm gonna use the Lucky and Love deck. Let me see what Spirit is trying to say about this romantic love affair where somebody's being identified as a thief. You or the person in your energy. Okay. Physical, emotional thief. Period. These one-sided relationships and connections, no more. Nobody. We're tired. We're tired. Okay. Tell me about this romantic love affair, secret fit lover. This person could have a secret lover. Somebody here could be involved outside of you in a connection with you. And they could be connected with a thief here. Like you see what I'm saying with this here, with the romantic lover. Somebody could have a side piece or a third party here that's a thief. And then when they come around you, this person drains your energy because of who they're connected to. That could be for somebody here. Take it as a resonance, child. It could be different for everybody, child. Tell me here. Romantic love affair. Thief. Thank you. Look, 10 of Cups. It could be somebody they have a family with, or it could be family here. Somebody needs to be deeply replenished. Y'all stay. I keep telling y'all this. I keep coming on here and I keep telling y'all so connected with individuals, your family, people that you got a family with. Y'all don't protect your energy here. And then y'all come and y'all drain the collective. Like I said, this could be family because the 10 of Cups came over here with the replenish here. Always needing replenishment, always needing energy from you. Go the fuck and invest and heal on your own or something like that. Clarify this 10 of Cups energy here. This could also be you. Yeah, look, with the 8 of Wands, fast communication. This is you getting your wish fulfillment too. 10 of Cups. This is somebody, whoever you are with this deep replenishment, you about to get your wishes fulfilled. Because I feel like some of you guys are like, I need pouring into. I need a vacation. I need to retreat. I need to be held. I need to be loved. And I feel like this is what's coming with the swiftness. 8 of Wands. This is coming in quick for you here. Okay? So that you could be replenished in the overflow is what I'm getting here. 6 of Swords. Yep. Forward movement. Yeah, look, you moving on. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah, somebody wants to have a family with you, or somebody sees you as wish fulfillment, or you see somebody as wish fulfillment. 8 of Wands is swiftness. This is coming quickly for whoever you are. Just in case you wanted to know, this ain't for everybody here. This is for somebody here. If you can identify that you need replenishing, like you need to be held, you need to be, you need somebody here to pour into you. You need a retreat. You need a vacation. I feel like this could be your wish fulfillment. It's coming in fast. 8 of Wands. Yeah. You're about to move. You're about to go on vacation. You're about to retreat. You're about to go on a retreat. Take it as a resonate, child. 6 of Swords. Look at the King of Cups. Father figure energy here. Somebody's coming in. I'm going to love on you. Hold you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you got some type of romantic person that's in a third party connection or connected to third parties here that are thieves, just stealing. You just a fucking thief, stealing time, energy, and on money. What's this romantic love affair thief energy here? Knight of Cups. Yeah, look, this is somebody who the Knight of Cups is like a charm. Somebody that's a charmer. You know, book a reading. Somebody's like, when book a reading. Like I'm gonna sit up here and tell, I don't know, child. This is a collective, baby. Okay. He has a family and you're drained, Felicia. I feel you. Listen, not a cuss. This person a charmer, daydreaming. It's like this person here with this romantic love affair. Like this person fantasizes about you. And this is another reason why this could end up being like an energy vampire, energy thief, because somebody is constantly in their head about you. And whether people realize that or not, that is a form of vampirism, right? Because you are in the 5D fantasizing about this person, dreaming about this person, and you're literally projecting, or you're astral projecting, and it's a form of energy, you know, that you drain from this person by always being up in your head. This person could fantasize, about giving you an offer, about making you a romantic offer. This person could fantasize, about what you guys could do, about you being, this person. But Spirit said this person's a thief. They're stealing here. What are they stealing? The time for you to be replenished, the time for you to spend time with somebody who's actually going to come in and do what this person fantasizes about with the Knight of Cups here. Why is this person, let's clarify, why is this person coming out as the thief energy here? Hey, Australia's in the house. Hey, Greece is in the house. Welcome. Why is this? Because look, this person is not dedicated. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this person is stuck. They're not making any offer. Like the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving solid offer, right? But it's in reverse. This person's stuck. This person is stuck in their head, stuck in this fantasy, stuck in the I wish I could, like this person like dreams maybe even about you or something like that. And this is making this person actually appear as a thief to the ancestors, angel guides here. Okay. Yeah. because that's energy. That's energy. You in your head about somebody you have no intentions on making an offer to, coming towards, with the Knight of Cups and with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody here who's stuck. Yeah, look, having a lot of anxiety. Moon energy. This person has a lot of anxiety. That's energy projecting. Like somebody's projecting this anxiety of coming towards you. This is why they're stuck here. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Okay. Meanwhile, over here, you're in this energy of needing this replenishment. And I feel like this is your wish, is to ultimately have a family, build a family. Okay. And this is coming in for you. And unfortunately, whoever's stuck in their head, stuck, not coming towards you, making an offer, who's having anxiety, um, this person's, going to be replaced with the Seven of Cups, because you're going to have options with the Seven of Cups. While this person is in some type of illusion, in some type of fantasy, that here comes another option, because nothing stops. One monkey don't stop no show here. Okay. With the Seven of Cups, you got another option here when it comes to your wish fulfillment. And I feel like whoever you are, if you know you're identifying with this energy, you should be excited. You should be excited. You know what I'm saying? That because one person can't get out their head when it comes to you, it doesn't stop anything, that you're still going to have options when it comes to sending, you having your wish fulfillment. You still gonna have options. And I feel like that's the powerful, most beautiful thing about the Most High God. It's like, despite whoever you are, the Most High God, your angel, ancestors, however you identify, they want to see you get your wish fulfillment. And I think that's so beautiful. Beautiful. I think it's beautiful energy, that despite what you want, even though this may be a situation that you want, this person wants you, at the end of the day, the spirit understands that ultimately your goal is to have your wish fulfillment. Your goal is to be replenished. Your goal is for you to be rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? Your goal is for you to have a deep connection here at the end of the day here. Okay? That's what I feel like here. Confirmation. Let's get some confirmation. Three of Cups. Yeah. Celebration, gathering. You could be needing to go out, have a good time. You could be needing to connect. This is that replenishment, like needing to have some joy, needing to smile, needing to have be light, live light. Okay, this is what this energy is given here, and that's what's coming in for you, collective. Fortunately, here, what's the Seven of Cups? Like, this is your option. Yeah, look, Seven of Pentacles. Somebody here is not making the investment. They're not dedicated here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse to the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles talks about hard work. The Seven of Pentacles talks about perseverance. Like, I just heard you're somebody's wish. You're somebody's fantasy. You could have a lot. You could be a lot of people's wish. You could be a lot of people's fantasy. But if they're not making the investment, or they're not putting in the work, they're not dedicated, then that's just all it is. It's a fantasy, a hidden, it becomes like an illusion. And them illusions end up turning into energetic fraud, right? The illusion. I don't want to be in your dream. I don't want to be in your fantasy. I don't want to pull you pulling on the energy. And I'd imagine that was what famous people or stars or people here who are sought after. I could imagine that could be a form of a way their energy is drained. Could you imagine having a group of people, or if you're a celebrity, having people fantasize about you, having this illusion about you, or that's draining. Yeah. Yeah. Like, this is what that seven, like, the illusion here, they dream about, they hide the fact that they wish they could make the investment, or they want to put in the work. That's what they're hiding. That's what they're, keeping hidden here, but they're not doing a motherfucking thing here. Six of Wands, yeah. They're holding on to the thought that one day this could be successful, or one day this person would come forward, or something like that here. But whoever you are, I see you building a friendship, a connection with options here. You got the Ten of Cups out here twice. Let me show you. You got the Three of Cups to the Seven of Cups, which is celebration and gathering. Seven of Cups, which is options. Okay, that's the Ten of Cups, right? You got the Ten of Cups there. celebrating, gathering, options, right? And then you got the Ten of Cups here. The Ten of Cups is again about wish fulfillment. It's about family. It's about getting what it is that you want. And with the Eight of Wands, it's with the swiftness. So you're about to get something that you want. But I feel like this is going to be an option. You know, this is one of your options, meaning you got free will and you have a choice, you know, with the Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, with the Ten of Cups here. But it's out here twice, 10-10. Something could be over. 10-10 is my ending card, you know. Something could be over, something could be ending, okay? But again, you got 10-10. Is there any significance here to why 10 is out here twice? Somebody could be hiding the fact that, because this popped out here with the Moon card. Now I'm gonna say this lightly because I want to see confirmation, but somebody could be hiding their sexuality, okay? With them, it's this popped right over the Moon card with the rainbow. Somebody could be, or somebody could be investing in that. Okay, somebody could have like a little, having a little secret little rendezvous. Okay, clarify this energy here. It's under the moon. Clarify. They could be ending some situations like that here. Hidden. So something's hidden here. What's hidden? Queen of Pentacles. So they could be connected with somebody that's into that same-sex energy here. With the Queen of Pentacles. That's like a mother, a baby mother here. They could be into the same sex, or there could be like a sexual preference. This person could be into the same connection, same sex women. This person could have a next level commitment or a baby mother that's into the same sex. This could be what they're hiding. This could be why they are not putting in any work. Why would this person not put any work? Because of that Eight of Swords, because they're stuck wearing a mask. Okay, somebody could be stuck with a baby mama or a wife or a woman here that likes women. Or somebody's baby mother could be stuck with a baby father that likes men. Take it as a resonate, child. Not that we judge. Not that we judge. We don't care. I'm just reading the energy. Okay, please do not come over here with that. I'm just reading the energy. Okay, that's all I'm doing here. All right. Queen of Pentacles. They have an option. This option, whoever they have, maybe another level commitment. Maybe this is the mother of their child, the father of their child. This person could like the same sex here. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know here. I don't know what that's about here. Ooh. Well, there it is. I guess it is about. Look. A Hierophant. This is somebody they're married to. With the Hierophant to the Queen of Pentacles here. Or somebody they have a traditional role that they play with here. With the traditions to the Queen of Pentacles here. This could be like a marriage, a commitment. This could be divine law. Somebody could like believe that they're supposed to have a wife, or they supposed to have like you know, be with their baby mother, or they supposed to have a husband or be with their baby father, but they could be into some alternative lifestyles or something like that, child. Here, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a third party situation here. People, and you know, one thing that I've been discovering in these readings is that people do have alternative lifestyles with the Three of Pentacles. Like, people do, like, somebody could want to blend families here. As you can see, this person is making way, you know, for a blended situation here with the Three of Pentacles, which talks about collaboration. It talks about third party. You know, this could signify, so somebody could be making room for you, collective, or you could be making room for somebody here. This is some type of tradition or alternative lifestyle. Somebody believes in having a wife, but they could also, you know, I don't know. Knight of Wands. Somebody wants to take action and collaborate. I'm blend. I'm hearing blend. I'm hearing blend. Like somebody wants to blend things, blend families, include you, collaborate. See how this person is like watching you, thinking about you. Somebody's up in their head, up in their head. But there's a traditional role. I'm hearing traditional role this person has that they play. So again, I don't know. Somebody is definitely on the spectrum here. Okay. I don't know if it's them or the person that they're in a connection with, or this could be you, but somebody could be having alternative lifestyles. That could be the, okay. Give me more here. Y'all wilding in the comment section. Two of Pentacles. I mean, I just gotta say it. Like somebody juggles an alternative lifestyle. And they could want to include you. They could like want you to be their wife or the mother or the father or the husband, but they have an alternative lifestyle. There's a third party in this situation. Okay, I heard it's questionable. This third party is questionable. See what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. What I'm saying. Look, you see? It's a man here, a woman here, and a man here. Two men and a woman. And you could be the woman with a man that has a man. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm getting though. You could be the woman that the man wants, but his third party is another man. Are y'all okay with that? I'm saying, well, why do we need to know this? The Emperor. The Emperor here. Six of Wands. Victory. They want a victory with you, collective. Five of Cups, but they've taken some type of loss. And I'm gonna tell you, it's because of this blending. It's this blending. Like the Hierophant is out here. Somebody wants to have control, but there's divine law at play. Like I said, there's an alternative lifestyle out here. And this is what could be what's causing somebody here to come out as a thief or come out as like things are challenging. Somebody could be losing in this situation. And I just feel like it's because of how somebody's handling the situation here, or either how somebody is handling you. Because remember, at the end of the day, Spirit is saying you need to be replenished, you know? And this is what I think people need to really realize when it comes to the collective divine beings. We know that y'all love control. We know that y'all love to dominate. But the collectives need to be replenished. The collective needs to be able to rest and retreat. The collective needs to be held and catered to. And I think a lot of people forget that, you know, and for whatever reasons, whether it's because you don't look like you need that, whether it's because they don't feel like you need that, or, you know, they don't think about you in that aspect. But whoever you are, I'm getting that Spirit wants people to understand. Okay, I heard people, places, and things to understand you will be replenished. You will be able to retreat and take a break and rest, and you will be replenished and you will be held. Now, if it's your person doing it or not, if they can't offer that to you, then you're going to have an option here to have that done, because that's what you deserve. Okay, and I think this is confirmation for whoever may be resonating with this energy today, that do not feel guilty about you being replenished. Okay, because if I'm correct, and I know the divine beings, you guys don't mind replenishing others and pouring into people, and, you know, allowing people time to retreat and gather themselves, and, you know, you coming in and you holding people, even if it's just allowing a person, holding space for a person to feel validated. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you do that for others. And I think a lot of the times that is not the same thing that is returned to you. And so what we have is your connections who don't feel you deserve that or don't understand that. What's going to happen is they're going to find out that they've been replaced by an option who understands that with this 7 of Cups. That's why the 10 of Cups is out here twice, because somebody here can see you as their wish fulfillment, but they don't want to provide you with your wish fulfillment. And I think the days is over when the collective doesn't get equal give and take, right? I think those days is long gone when you are constantly pouring into others and nobody pours into you. I think that's what we have going on out here. This is why Spirit is presenting you or about to present you swiftly and quickly with an option. Because you're gonna get what you deserve, whether they like it or not. You're gonna be able to take a break, retreat. You're gonna be able to get some rest, okay, so that you could be replenished deeply, right? For some of you, you may go to sleep and you may not feel replenished. It doesn't matter how much sleep you get, you don't feel replenished, okay? You still tired, you still fatigued, okay? You still feeling lack, you still not feeling fulfilled here. That's not the place that you're supposed to be. That's not where you're called to stand here. All right. So I feel like Spirit's going to give you an option. I'm telling you, and release you. I'm telling you. Look, it says unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Like, you're going to be free, collective. And I feel like feel like you're going to be released from the guilt of it. Yeah, you tried to come in and replenish and work with people and give unto people, but it wasn't returned for whatever reasons. And Spirit's going to release you here with the deep replenish, because you still at the end of the day deserve to get held and respected and poured into. Okay, so you're going to be released here, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah, they're going to have to release your energy here, especially if somebody's fantasizing about you. Especially if somebody's fantasizing about you. Especially if somebody here is holding you, holding your energy hostage here. Yeah, you're going to be released, unbound. Yeah. Yep. You are not alone. Yeah. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community here. You're not alone. And Spirit's going to make sure you feel that you understand that, because you're not alone. Okay? Yeah, you got options. Yeah, we don't care about you being a boss man. Are you a boss man able to pour into the collective? Okay? Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit no more. Okay? Don't bypass what this message is saying. I don't care if you're a boss man or not. If you're not capable of pouring into other people, you're useless. Okay? Go be a boss man to somebody here where Spirit is not telling them they need to be deeply replenished. Go to people who you don't have to pour into. Okay? Keep the people around you that you don't have to give nothing to, because you're the boss man. Okay? That's fine. Whoever I'm talking to gonna be replenished. You don't give a fuck if it's about a boss man or not. Okay? If you're not capable of giving into the collective, now remember, this is a divine being here, then you're useless. Don't matter what kind of boss man you are. You're useless. The fuck? What the fuck does it matter if you're a boss man or not if you can't pour into the collective, honey? Options. Okay? You are replaceable. Okay? We know that ego is high. We know you don't think you're replaceable. Okay? We know you think you got it all together, but you're gonna have to go drain somebody else. You're gonna have to go to somebody else that do not require much of you. Okay? And you could just exit the building. Okay, go over there and have a ball. Okay, y'all do what the fuck y'all do. Okay, nobody's knocking you. Be the boss man in every area, in every way that you should, but you can't be it over here because you offer nothing. You the boss man, but you bring nothing to the table. Somebody here needs a replenishment. They need a pouring into. They need to be held. Okay, you're not capable of that. Okay. You're capable of a lot of things, but you're not capable of replenishing nobody. Useless. Okay. Spirit said you are not alone, collective here. Okay. Yeah, you need physical connection. You need physical, you need a touch. You need physical connection. You're not a reptilian. Okay. You require touch. Ooh, you know? I. Whoever you are. What's this? Not alone? Yeah, look. I'm telling you, I know what I'm picking up. Look, you see that? You see that? Look at that electricity. You see that frequency? Do you see this frequency? See, you can have the formula, but the collective has the frequency. Somebody needs to touch the collective. The collective needs to touch somebody. See? Yeah, you the boss man, but you have no electricity, no frequency. Here's a frequency here. Okay? You see what happens when people get replenished and when they touch? Look at that. Ooh, electricity. Ooh. What happens when you turn on the electricity? The light comes on or there's a jolt. You get activated. Ooh. Imagine being a boss energy and not electrifying. There's nothing significant about you. Okay? Look. Touch. Somebody here is going to be able to touch the collective and replenish the collective. That's amazing. Ooh. Ooh, I love it. 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 22. Somebody here is path. Okay. Come through, King of Cups. King of Cups said, I'll touch you. Touch you, please you. Okay. The King of Cups says, you are not alone. I'll touch you. Look at it. That's emotion. The King of Cups is sitting in the water. This is somebody who's tapped into their emotions, you know? Because emotions is okay. It's okay to have emotions. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Ooh. Okay. Emotions make you cry sometimes. The King of Cups said, I'll touch you. This is a mature individual. This could be a father figure energy here. This is that motherfucker here that wants to blend. It's out here again. There's a father figure energy here. Okay. I'm telling you, this person is all up in their head about you. Okay. But they want to blend. It's something alternative. What's this blending energy here? This person gives me weird vibes. I ain't gonna lie. Six of Pentacles. This person wants to give you something. They want to be generous here. They want to make the investment. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. They're willing to put in the work. All right. When it comes to something being successful here. There it is. Look, somebody definitely is thinking about marriage here. All right. Thank you. Somebody's thinking about marriage. Somebody's willing to put in the work. This King of Cups said, I'll touch you, please you, in everlasting. I'm about to explode. Yeah, King of Cups energy blended. They want to blend families here. They want to be generous. This person wants to put in the hard work. This person could want to put a ring on it. Okay, they understand something about the emotions. Okay, period. I fucks with that. Yeah, somebody wants to give you a commitment. Okay, somebody here wants to make you a mother or they want to make you a stepmother, child. Be careful here. You don't want children and you don't want to be a stepmother, then this reading you may need to reject and rebuke because somebody definitely wants you to be like a mothering energy, mother figure, or they want to have children with you. They could want you to be a stepmother. You could already have children. Okay, but somebody definitely wants to marry you, blend families. They want to have a public relationship with you here. Okay. They want to have a public relationship. So this is not somebody here that's trying to hide you, somebody that's trying to keep you a secret. This is somebody here that sees you as wish fulfillment. They want to go out and party with you, have a good time with you with the swiftness. This is going to be happening quickly here. How quick? How quick? Because I did see somebody say, but they're hiding. How quick? Because the moon energy. So they're hiding. How quick? You know? And I have a particular type of estimate here. Okay. But I feel like I'm not supposed to tell it. With the moon energy, somebody could be, you know, keeping this low, keeping this a secret here with the moon energy here. Because there's a lot of people that's going to have anxiety about you getting your wish fulfillment and changing, something changing for you and moving forward. So somebody could be hiding, or this could just be information that's low here. All right. If this is something that you are picking up on energetically here, you can always book a one-on-one with me here, and we can kind of dive into the energy that you could be picking up on when it comes to your forward movement to your wish fulfillment. But with this Six of Swords, it's definitely telling me you're about to pack. You could be getting ready to go somewhere. You could be getting ready to move. You could be getting ready to relocate. You could be getting ready to go on vacation, because it does say retreat here. All right. Six of Swords, you could be getting ready to travel towards your wish fulfillment. What is it that you've been wanting to do? What is it that you have been wanting to do? Okay. What is it? Where is some place that you have been wanting to visit? I think this is the time right now for you to be considering those things here. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Look at, I cannot make this shit up. Look, with the damn plane. I guess you won't be on Spirit, bitch, because Spirit's gone out of business here. But with this plane here, it's given. Start thinking about where you want to travel to. All right. And don't worry about Spirit. Don't worry about the cost. Okay. Start thinking about where you want to go, where you want to travel to with the Knight of Wands, right? This is about action here. Some of you guys need to start thinking in your mind, because your manifestations is here. Where do you want to go? Because I hate for a person to come and say, well, where do you want to go? And then you have no idea where you want to go. You ain't even thought about where you want to go yet. So some of you guys may be needing to pick up a pen, paper, and start writing down places that you want to see, places that you want to visit here. What's the Knight of Wands here? Okay, I just heard somebody's going to make it happen. Come through, Spirit. Four of Swords. I said, what's the action here? Somebody's healing right now. Somebody's healing. Maybe they were linked up with a thief. Time, energy, and or money. Somebody here that's going to take action, or this is you here that needs to heal because you was linked up with a thief, or somebody that was linked up with a thief, still in time, energy, and or money. Somebody was hooked up with the energy vampire. You are the person in your energy. This is why you need to take action, or you're about to go on a retreat so you can replenish from being around these thieves. Thieves, still in time, energy, and or money, child. Take it as a resonance, child. Look, y'all been in these romantic connection with these thieves here, child. Oh, let's see what this is about. Let's meddle a little bit. What time is it? Let's meddle. You was in a romantic love affair with a thief. Either you was, or the person that was in your energy was. Child, that's the tea. That's the tea. Whoever your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband was, is a motherfucking thief. Or they could have been tied up with one. Take it as a resonance, child. That's crazy. Yeah, even if somebody was still in time, energy, you know what I'm saying? Of course you need to be replenished. If somebody here was still in finances, of course you need to be replenished. Take it as a resonance, child. It's out here. Let me try to get a little bit more and see what's going on. Okay, period. Okay. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Don't chew on my stuff, beauty. No. I heard a romantic vampire. Romantic vampire. That's what I heard. Romantic vampire. Romantic vampire. Okay, so when I said that, right, this is what popped in my head. When I said romantic vampire, it didn't come off as a bad thing. It's given Twilight Zone. Cause remember Bella was in love with a fucking romantic vampire. You got to be shitting me. You got to be shitting me. Cause it came out again. Let's clarify. I'm getting Bella, and what the hell was Bella's husband's name? What was Bella's husband name, y'all? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Bella's husband. Romantic fucking vampire? I can only count on myself, but it's like somebody's coming in to help. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to let y'all know this person that come in could be a romantic vampire. It's giving Bella and oh boy. And Spirit saying it's not a big deal. What? I don't know what that means. Romantic vampire. Edward. Edward. Okay, thank you, Monique. Yes. Bella and Edward. Bella and Edward. A romantic vampire. A thief. Energy thief. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I don't know what the hell that's about now. I don't even know if I want to even go down that fucking road here. Give me the tea on Bella and Edward here, the energy. Give me the fucking tea on Bella and Edward. That's like a forbidden situation here. Give me the tea on Bella and Edward. Girl fight in reverse. It's like this is it's like a forbidden love or connection, but it's not complicated. It's not argumentative. It's going to be beneficial. This forbidden love, Bella and fucking Edward. A fucking divine being and a vampire. Like, what the fuck is that about? Let me see what I'm getting here. I don't feel like you gotta worry though. I just feel like this is like, okay, so I'm being pointed to look at the characteristics of Edward, right? Let's look at the characteristics of what Edward represented. Edward was cold, right? Edward was cold, right? She was warm blooded. Edward was more cold, okay? Absent of like emotions, okay? So this person could be like in the past could have been cold, okay? They could have been somebody here that was without, emotional connections, because I'm being guided to consider the characteristics of Edward. Again, characteristics: moving in silence, right? Edward moved in silence in the night, right? Kept a low profile for whatever reasons. And then they got clout hungry, moves in silence, does whatever they need to do. Clout. This person could have clout. They could like attention in the night. I don't know, y'all. I mean, I do know, right? But I don't know. That's crazy. Let me see. Give me something on this moves in silence, clout hungry, says anything, does anything, makes shit up, dramatic. To get their way. I'm hearing to get their way. This person knows how to get their way. Okay? Exactly. King of Pentacles. They know how to get that bag. They know how to get their way. Clout hungry. Say anything, does anything, make shit up, dramatic. That's what you dealing with. Okay? You're dealing with somebody that they like the clout. They like the attention. But they move in silence. Like the real them, you'll never know. Like you may know the real them, but people don't know the real them. Because they always gonna get to the bag with the King of Pentacles. This person is always looking for their next opportunity, their next financial abundance situation, their next handout, their next clout. This is their tradition. Okay, because they're showing up as the Hierophant. This is the way they move. This is what they believe in. This is what they've always done, how they've always done it. They see you as a star. They see you as either somebody that they can renew or somebody that can renew them. All right. They see you as somebody that could heal them, or they see you as somebody they can heal. They see you as a star, or they are a star. They're a star. They get a lot of attention. Clarify the star energy. Nine of Cups in reverse. They see you as a star energy who haven't reached your wish fulfillment. That's what I feel like. And they desire, like this person desires, okay, to bring you into this fulfilled state. Somebody sees you as like this silent star energy. Somebody here who hasn't been discovered or is not where they're supposed to be in life. Not fulfilled, not celebrated, not getting your wish fulfillment. This is what this person sees you when it comes to you. The Nine of Cups is in reverse. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. Not loved, not taken care of. This is how somebody sees you. Whoever this Edward, this romantic vampire is, they see you as somebody here who's not being poured into, who's not receiving their wish fulfillment, but they see you as a star, somebody who should. They could see you as creative. They could see you as somebody who has a gift, somebody that's special, somebody here that's a healer, or you're healed. They see you as a star, but they see you as an unfulfilled star, not happy, not being poured into, not being loved, not being nurtured. This is what this energy sees you as. And so I picture this vampire energy, right? Somebody here who literally is an opportunist. They looking at every way they go and travel as a way to reap an opportunity, and they have romantic feelings. Now they've come into this romantic idea. They see you. They see you as not fulfilled. But why would a vamp want to romantically fulfill a star that's not fulfilled? Why would he care? Why would he want to care? Why does he care? Right? If you go through the city or go through your life looking for opportunities, right? You like a lot of attention, you get a lot of attention. Why would you care? Why does this person care about you like that? Yeah. I mean, they have this traditional mindset. They want to commit. They want to have a commitment. This is somebody, despite them being an opportunist, getting a lot of attention from others. This is a person who gets a lot of attention, gets a lot of clout. Despite all of that, they still want to commit to you. With the Queen of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. This is a player energy. This is somebody who gets a lot of attention, and they see you unfulfilled. They see you, I'm telling you, not loved, not nurtured, not taken care of, even though you're a star. And this person wants to be the one to do it. Now, what you think about it, I don't know. This is a romantic vampire. I mean, I'm just telling you, like, this person gets a lot of attention. They get a lot of opportunities. They have clout. They'll do whatever they need to do, say whatever they need to say to get whatever it is that they need to get. But when they see you, they look at you and they see something special in you, but they see that you're not fulfilled. And if you think about where we've been at since we've been on this reading, and the reading coming out saying that you need to be replenished, you need to go on a retreat, that you need to be held. This person sees a need and they're stepping in to fulfill it despite whatever their characteristics is, which is odd here, but that's exactly what we have. And this chess energy has been coming out on this particular platform for quite some time, and I've been really just guiding you guys to play chess in your life, which is to ultimately bring yourself your own intuitive justice. Okay. And what I mean by bring yourself your own intuitive justice is that if you need to retreat, you need replenishment, you need to be held, you need to be deeply replenished, then what does it matter who's doing it, or who's going to be the one to give it to you? If they see a need and they're willing to fulfill that, are you willing to look over their characteristics at the fact that Spirit is saying this is what you need? Excuse me? and I have someone that could fulfill it. And when you think about me saying, I'm Maisha, the goddess Swain, bringing you intuitive justice, enlightenment, clarity, this is how you're going to get your justice. Then is it your goal to stay in your emotions and control the situation, or to allow the universe to bring you to your justice, to allow the universe to give you what it is that you need? You need to be replenished. You need to be loved. You need to be retreat. You need to retreat so that you can be deeply replenished. That's a need, and it's here to be fulfilled if that's what you want. And can you look over the characteristics of this individual? That's again your ability to have free will, right? Again, I'm just here providing you the energy, the clarity to say it's out here for you to reach your own justice. But can you play chess, not checkers? Are you willing to look past somebody's characteristics and what somebody is, and look at them here to fulfill a need? And I think that's what makes a person a good chess player, or play a well played person at the game of life, is to ultimately go in not in their feelings and their emotions, but the goal is to go in seeking to win at the end of the day, right? Removing your expectations and saying, what is my board set up? How is my hand set up? And let me play to win. And that is something that you could decide to do or not do in this scenario, in this situation, when you meet this person, or if you've already met this person. This person may not be a very good person, but a lot of y'all have been with people that haven't been a good person, and you haven't had your needs met, and you haven't had justice fulfilled in your life. You understand what I'm saying? You've been with people that aren't good people, that didn't fulfill a need or provide you with justice. You already did that. So if you're going to be with somebody that's still not a good person, at least get justice. I don't know, I'm not encouraging you to do it or not do it. I'm just saying, what decisions are you going to make to ultimately get your needs met, to get you to fulfill justice? And I think this is what this is here. You are somebody that's not fulfilled. How you're going to know this is your reading is if you can sit in this position, this circumstance, situation that you are in at this very moment, and identify and say, I'm not fulfilled. I'm not happy where I'm at. I'm not happy doing what I'm doing. I'm not happy where I'm at. I'm not fulfilled. I'm not reaching my best, even though I'm a star. Even though you're supposed to be aligned, you're supposed to be renewed, rejuvenated, you're not. And if you could just be honest with yourself and say, at this point in my life, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm not renewed. I'm not restored. I'm not replenished. And then how do you get there, right? How do you get there? Because this is one way. Now, and again, we did see the Seven of Cups, which brings and talks about options. Okay. Somebody may have a formula, but you are the frequency, and you can't be at your best in your frequency if you are not fulfilled, if you are not replenished. You got to be at your best. So what is the collective saying that this energy belongs to? Nine of Wands. You're tired. Look, you're tired, fatigued. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. You know, you're tired. You've had a lot of stumbling blocks, challenges placed in your way here. Look, a lot of heartbreak. You're tired of the backstabs, the betrayals, the fighting, the heartbreaks, the tears. And what we see here is a girl fight in reverse. Wherever you are going and whatever you are going to choose, it's not going to involve arguments and fighting. So you can be done with that. Wherever you are going, wherever you moving into or desiring to move into, you're not going to worry about having to fight, argue, be at war, or compete with anybody. It's in reverse. As to wherever you was, where you got hurt, or where there was stumbling blocks and challenges in the past, there was a lot of fighting, backstabbing, betraying, okay? And I heard ill will, a lot of ill will. So if whoever is coming into your life that is going to bring you fulfillment is not bringing you that type of pain, backstabbing, betrayals, lies, broken hearts, I don't see that. I don't see whoever this person is that's coming into your life that wants to replenish you, that wants to hold you, that wants to build something with you. I don't see that there's going to be competition here. I don't see you're going to have to be at war with this person or with anybody in their life. I don't see there's going to be arguments or physical fighting here. I don't believe there's going to be chaos, competition, or tension. But I feel like that's what you're used to. That's what you have had in the past: heartbreaks, betrayal, screaming, hollering, with the Three of Swords energy, which is heartbreaks. A lot of pain, a lot of backstab, a lot of betrayal. You're tired of that. Nine of Wands. People put in these stumbling blocks with these third parties that are betraying you, or these third parties that backstab you. I don't feel like you're gonna have to deal with that here, but I feel like you've dealt with that in the past here. Yeah. Yeah, I see you walking into this Queen of Wands energy being attractive. Yeah, it came out again, Queen of Wands. Somebody wants to razzle your dazzle, okay, with the new beginning here. You know, that's your new beginning with the Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. That's the action, is you razzling up your dazzle, okay? Upgrade. Um, and it looks a lot different from this, right? This Queen of Wands look a lot different than this Nine of Wands. You see where you are now and where Spirit wants. Look what you look like when you're replenished, okay? Rejuvenated, when you're held. You see, that's what I feel like. That's the new beginning here that you have an opportunity to take advantage of if you want it. If you want it, with the Eight of Pentacles, you can decide to work with this person if you want. I just don't. I just feel like you're gonna have to look over some character flaws. You know, you got to be able to look over some character flaws. Somebody got some flaws out here. Somebody's flawed. I think a red flag is going to be if somebody's coming in with heartbreak, betrayals, and backstabs. That's how you're going to know that's not who I'm talking about. Because I feel like with the Nine of Wands, you've been there before. You've been betrayed. You've been backstabbed. You've been brokenhearted by somebody putting you in these third party situations where there's competition, fighting, arguing, a lot of tears, a lot of crying. I feel like that's going to be a no. You're already tired of that with the Nine of Wands fatigue. You're not doing that. Whoever I'm talking to, this person energy doesn't want to bring you any fighting, any competition here. This person just has some character flaws here. You know, I mean, this person is giving off, like I said, a romantic vampire. You know, this person is giving off that they do what they got to do. They move in silence. You know what I'm saying? Let's just see on this situation. Let's just see. Snowflake said that is everyone. Shit, no, it ain't. Everybody ain't like that. The collective ain't like that. Okay? Whoever I'm channeling or reading for, they're not like that. Okay? Here goes somebody in here projecting on my fucking reading. Baby, if you want to read, you need to go open your little room up and read here. Okay? That's what the energy is. You got to let people make their own judgment call. Okay? Somebody got to make their own judgment call. You know, you don't impose on nobody's free will. I ain't doing it. Why would you come in here and impose on somebody's free will? Somebody has the free will to bring themselves their own intuitive justice. Okay? And somebody, you can do that. Let me get some energy here when it comes to the collective. What's your T, collective? Wasting time. Stuck, no changes, and limited. Right now, this is what you feel like. Right now, wherever you at, whatever you're doing, it's a waste of time. You're stuck. You're not seeing any changes. Stuck. You stuck with a boss daddy that's creeping here. What's going on? This person could feel stuck. Somebody could feel like they're wasting time. A boss daddy energy here could feel like they stuck. No changes, limited. Okay, whoever's in your energy, again, this could be you or the person that you're thinking of. Use your discernment here. Okay. Somebody could feel stuck. Okay, Eli, thank you for the confirmation. In their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing here. All right. You could be moving on with the moving here. Okay. Yeah. Or this person could be moving on. Take it as a resonate. Somebody's stuck in their head. And this could be a waste of time. I think we said that in the first spread. I think I said it's somebody here that don't take action towards you. They stay in their head. You know what I'm saying? Fantasizing about you, but they're not making any type of movement when it comes towards you. This is this energy here, stuck in their head, wasting time. Time is wasting here. With that clock is giving me TikTok. Like time is ticking. Somebody here is not coming towards you. They're not making any choices, taking any action. They're fantasizing about you, but they wasting time. Yeah, this person's stuck. Okay, not making any changes. Sitting here over analyze. Person stressed the fuck out here. Okay, period. Let me see. Judgment. This person is going through some type of crisis. They're under judgment. This person's under judgment because you wasted time here. With the clock, time is ticking. Y'all be thinking time be on y'all side and stuff like that. Whoever this energy is, this person's wasting time. Judgment. They're in a crisis because they wasted time. Okay? In their head. And over analyzing. You study long, what? You study wrong. Somebody here, because we said here, you got options here, 10-10. Like it was another energy out here that was up in their head when it came to thinking about you here. And now they're in some judgment. They got a crisis going on here. It's a crisis here. It's a judgment call. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Judgment call, crisis. Somebody's under judgment. Whoever was in their head here. The Knight of Swords. In their head about a connection, marriage. Somebody could be going through a marriage situation. They was up in their head about you. Okay, got guardian here. Hey, Tam. Okay. Hey, my love. Somebody was in their head when it came to here. Somebody not of Swords, King of Swords energy here. Yeah, trying to control the situation. Yeah. Yeah, that's a waste of time. Now somebody's under judgment. You gotta move. You got to move. When opportunity presents itself, you can't be like that. Somebody here like this, I'm telling you. All up in their head. Should they give you connection? Should they not give you a connection? Should y'all get married? Should y'all not get married? Somebody could be already married. Take it as it resonates, okay? Stressed, over analyzing, okay, period. What was this person over analyzing here? Look, third party situation. Yeah, whoever this energy is, third party, backstab, betrayed. They chose wrong. That's what I'm getting here. That's why now they're going through judgment. They in a crisis here. Study long. You study wrong. Now you're in a crisis. You under judgment because you wasted time overthinking. Somebody could have gave a connection elsewhere here. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Look, somebody here chose elsewhere. Somebody invested in, gave unto. King of Pentacles. You invested in the wrong thing. That's why you under judgment here. Study long, study wrong. Yeah, now somebody here, whoever you are, collective, you have a new beginning. Ace of Wands. I'm telling you, options. Whoever that person is that was up in their head, that failed to make a decision when it came to you, was slow to bring you an offer, they're going through judgment with a third party situation. This is who they decided to connect with, give unto. Okay? They didn't choose you, baby. I'm telling you, they was in their head about it too, stressed. And they decided to commit and give and invest elsewhere. Now you under judgment because you wasted time, and the collective gets an option. Because one monkey don't stop no show. Okay? Like if you guys to understand this for the next time. You come across a divine being, I promise you. If you study long, you study wrong because you will be replaced. Here's the option with the new beginning, 10 of cups, wish fulfillment coming towards the collective. Because who wants to be stuck with somebody under judgment? Now you in a crisis because you overanalyzed and wasted your time. And now this person's stuck in a judgment with a third party who they decided to go towards. Now let me meddle. Okay? Let me meddle and see What's the crisis here with this person here that chose elsewhere? This is a heartbreaking situation. Somebody could be heartbroken. This person could be heartbroken, or the person they chose could be heartbroken. You could have ended up heartbroken here. But what's this crisis that this person is going through with the judgment here? Look, he got to kiss somebody's ass. Somebody's in control. Somebody lost control of this situation here. Whoever this person was that chose elsewhere, overthinking, stuck, they lost control. Now look, he in a situation. You lost control, Pooh. Yeah, somebody's indebted, codependent on somebody here. And you are like out of this, like you are nowhere. Your energy is so far from this energy, like this person who has lost control. Now they codependent on whoever they chose. Three of Swords energy. This person's heartbroken. Judgment, crisis, because they codependent on this person now. They codependent on this person. Ooh, that's messed up. Yeah, this person's in control. Like there's a dominant energy here over on this person down here. Yeah, look, they trying not to panic too. They know time is up. It popped right over here. Wasting time. They trying not to panic because they know that they wasted time and they know they stuck. Nothing's changing and they're limited. Look, this person's under pressure. This person needs to relieve some pressure. They're under pressure because now they're codependent on a third party energy here that they chose instead of going towards you, collective here. And they know you got options here. You got options. Somebody could want to declare they love towards you here, but they fucked around. They in a situation, a circumstance here. Look, and now they done been slowed up. They doubt it. They doubt that you will forgive them, or they doubt that they're gonna make it in time here. This person's trying not to panic. Look, somebody was wearing a mask. Whoever this person chose was wearing a mask, acting like they was drama free, but this person is full of drama. And this person's trying to keep their face on wearing a mask because they didn't fucked around and linked up with somebody that's full of fucking drama. I'm telling you, a loud mouth that don't care. Somebody went towards a loud mouth that don't care. And this person's trying not to panic. Okay, but somebody was wearing a mask, acting like they wasn't with the drama. 144, as I say this, they could have been acting like they was a chosen divine being here, and somebody's finding out their person's wearing a mask. That this person is full of drama. They could be arguing. Okay, a lot of tears, a lot of fighting is going on right now here because somebody's codependent on this energy. Yeah, this person feels stuck. Time is not working in this person's favor because you got options out here with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, and somebody's trying to recover with the Four of Swords. Somebody's trying to recover while you going on. I'm telling you, look, King of Pentacles. Somebody's coming in to provide you with, like I said, replenishment. Somebody then got fucked around. They trying to recover and bounce back. They stuck. Yeah, I could see that. I see that. I mean, I could see that. Somebody is definitely wearing a mask. Y'all keep getting bamboozled by these energies here, but that's on them. I don't feel sorry for them energies. I promise you, I do not feel sorry for none of them people that be getting bamboozled. They be getting bamboozled. Y'all too motherfucking old to be falling for the okie doke out here. Like, what is making these people fall for the okie doke? Y'all too fucking old to be falling for the okie doke. People that's wearing masks, how can y'all not pick up that somebody's wearing a fucking mask? You can't be that fucking gullible. You can't be that gullible. You cannot be that gullible. I'm serious. Like, you cannot be that gullible. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let me see what the ancestors are saying about this situation. Ain't no way you could be that gullible. At some point, it's like somebody had to have a problem with you, collective. Because I'm telling you, the only way somebody here is going to get played is if they have secret feelings about you. That's what I'm feeling like. Somebody here, they didn't want it to be you. They wanted it to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody here saw you for exactly what you was, they would have bought straight into that. Somebody didn't want it to be you, period. At the end of the day, they definitely did. You understand? That's what I'm getting here. All right, let's see here. Damn, that's crazy here. Look. So look what the Lord had to do. Come in and take charge. It says, Lord, take charge with authority. I told you. That's why Spirit is taking charge of this situation here. You know? I'm telling you. Look, I cannot make this as take care of your needs. I'm telling you. Y'all serve. You got to understand. If you don't serve, let me tell you something, because a lot of y'all got a lot of different beliefs. If you don't serve a source, an ancestor, an angel that don't want your needs taken care of, you are following, subscribing to a dead ass entity. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your source, your angels, your guides should want to see you cared for, taken care of. That's why when people don't prioritize their health or their well being, I know they don't have a good solid source. Because people with a solid source like the Most High God, the Lord, is not afraid to put themselves first, their well-being first, okay? Their health, their mental health, their soul health first. And that's when you know somebody has surrendered to a higher power outside of ego and pride. Because ego and pride makes you prioritize materialistic things outside of yourself first. As to where you are surrendered to a higher power, it makes you want to prioritize your health, your soul, your spirit, things inside of you. You understand what I'm saying? Ego and pride makes you prioritize external things, as to where when you're surrendered to a source, you prioritize internal things. And that is a big difference between people. You could see who people's God is. Sometimes people's God is their ego and their pride. Their ego and their pride will have them prioritizing everything but their spirit and their soul. I'm telling you, you could look, I'm like, that's not your priority. Your priority is not your health. Your priority is not your mental, like your mental ground, like your centeredness, your balance. Your priority is not self-love. Oh, then you operating in ego and you operating in pride. And pride, it tells me, people that operate in pride and ego tells me they don't have a source. They are their own God. And that's a very dangerous position to be in for people, because you being your own God does not allow you to favor your self help, like your soul. You prioritize your ego and your pride when you are your own God. Okay. The Lord take authority, and the Lord cares for you. Because remember, when you, it doesn't matter what your position is, right? At the end of the day, whether you believe the story of source, the spirit, Lord, however you guys identify him, you got to understand that that's a spirit, a source that died for you. That means he cared enough for you to do something for you. That's a beautiful position to be in, where it says, my friend, my source, my spirit, however you guys identified, loved me enough to do this for me, to sacrifice for me. You understand? And then when you see that somebody was willing to do that for you, it makes it easier for you to do that for other people. Right? That's how you understand the Christ consciousness. It's like, are you consciously aware of what you're willing to sacrifice for others? Now, I'm not saying go out there and be a doormat, But you can understand the difference between people that operate in their ego and their pride, because they're not willing to die to self for other people. And I'm not saying go out there and right? But I'm saying when you kill your flesh to deal with your friend, when you kill your flesh to deal with your children or your family, that means setting aside your ego and your pride for somebody else. And that's where I can tell the difference between a lot of people when they are not willing to set aside their flesh, meaning their flesh still controls them, because they cannot set aside and sacrifice something for the people that they say they love. Whoever you are, I'm telling you, when you subscribe and surrender to a spirit that is willing to say you deserve to be cared for, then you understand you deserve to be cared for, right? And that's just how I operate. I'm like, I have surrendered to Spirit of the living God, a source that died for me, sacrificed for me. And that allows me to have a level of confidence that somebody cared enough to give that to me. And when you have that type of feeling, it builds confidence and it builds self-esteem. That you are that loved, that you are that loved, that somebody was sad. Imagine people going through life not feeling that kind of love, not feeling that kind of care, not feeling that kind of covering. And I was just telling somebody the other day, I don't need sage. The blood, I got the blood. The blood is my sage. The blood is my protection. That's why a lot of people don't get it. I don't need to burn this. I don't need this. I don't need that. It's the blood, the sacrifice of somebody willing to die for the friend to cover. So I don't need to do all that extra stuff, because me walking in that covering is enough. I'm the sage. You understand? I'm the sage. When I come in any situation or circumstance, it has to submit and surrender to me. It has to. So for whoever you are, the authority is already here for you to be cared for. You don't need nobody's permission. You don't got to go to the court and ask the judge, can you be replenished? I need a court order for my soul and my spirit to be replenished. The Lord, when he hung up on the cross, did away with man's law to say you need permission from a judge to get replenished. That is automatic. That is your birthright. That is what he came to do. For you to walk in self-love is not selfish. You deserve to be replenished. It's not your birthright to walk around heavy, carrying the burdens of anybody else. You deserve to retreat, pull back. You deserve to be taken care of. You deserve to be replenished. You deserve it. You deserve it. And that's what Spirit is saying. I have the authority. I'm coming to give you the needs to be met. Look, with the guardian angel here, you could move in a new direction because your birthright says you deserve to be cared for, taken care of, replenished. You don't have to sacrifice because Spirit has already sacrificed for you. Why do you got to go through life sacrificing yourself over and over and over and over again for people when Spirit has already sacrificed for them? You don't got to sacrifice. If they don't subscribe to Spirit who has already sacrificed for them, that's their business. You're not going to be sacrificed for them. You showing why do you have to hang on the cross and be sacrificed for anybody when Spirit is already sacrificed for them? You cannot be sacrificed. Just for the record, just for anybody out there you could never. That's why it's so important for you to come up under a covering and for you to have the blood against you. Because do you know how many people would love to sacrifice you for their sake? Do you know how many people would love to sacrifice you for their sake? The devil is a lie, the truth, and in him you could never be sacrificed. You got some high level protection. They gonna be sacrificed because they ain't subscribed to it. So they gonna be the one sacrificed. Your guardian angel is moving you into a new direction. It says guardian angel with the traveler energy. It says move in a new direction. What's the new direction? For you to be replenished. Whoever I'm talking to, you are being no, you are being moved into a direction for you to be replenished. You're not, I don't know who you are, but you, if you're subscribing to the sound of my voice, this is not the year, the season, or the time where you got to replenish nobody. Maybe last year, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe in the next 15 years or something like that. But in this season, in this time, you are to be replenished. So this should be characteristics of people entering in your life. This should be characteristics. Are they willing to sow into you? Are they willing to pour into you? Because that's the season you in. And I don't know about nobody else because they're not in this reading. I'm talking about for those of you that are in this energy reading for today. If you could receive this energy, I'm telling you here that your energy is picking up on your season to be replenished. Now, what you do with that, that's on you. What you do with that, that's on you. But this is the energy. I'm the energy reader, and I'm here to bring you intuitive justice so that you can reach your desired outcome. And your desired outcome says that you deserve to be replenished. And hopefully you'll receive that. Hopefully you'll stop allowing people to drain you. Hopefully you'll stop allowing people to um, make you be a sacrifice to them, for them. Okay. Look for people that's going to be pouring into you here. Look for people here that want to commit to you, want to invest in you, because this is the season that it's in. And that's why I bring these messages. Again, my name is Maisha. I'm the Goddess Flame, here to bring you intuitive messages, intuitive, enlightened truths, and confirmations to the energy. And that's the energy of today. If I said something to you, all right, and you resonated with me, do me a favor, hype this video up. It costs nothing to hype the video up, to like it, to share with your friends, okay, to help my platform reach others that may need to hear messages like this as well. And hopefully, again, if I resonated with you and you feel led, definitely subscribe, share, like, and if you feel led, donate, okay, a gift of $10 or more so that I can continue spreading the word like this. I love you guys and I appreciate you being in here. And I love you too, April. I do. I hope you guys like got this message. I really do. I hope you do. And if you have booked a reading, thank you, KG. Welcome. Listen, if you have booked a reading, I will be getting those out by the end of the week. Okay. If you feel like you want further clarification, have no fears. How to book a reading is down below in my description or in my about page. Thank you so much, Raquel. All right. This reading will be available for replay to all of the members. Shout out to the members, you guys. My lives are available for public viewing, but my replays are only for my members. I just really feel a level of needing to protect my messages. Okay, so I close them out. They're public live, but the replays are only available to the members. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And remember this message. I'll see you back here shortly, though. I just hopped in here, but I'll come back because 3 p.m. is usually our live streaming times. All right. Until then, you guys, bye bye.